Well, this is JC again, right quick. I just got through telling you this story about a dream I had, and I haven't used the webcam in a while, and voila, I forgot to turn it on. So I'm going to have to go back over it and tell it again, which I guess is not too bad. I was looking through my things as I do quite often, and I came across this story about a dream I had. And I don't remember. It seems like I may have posted it before, but I couldn't find it in the videos in my YouTube sites. So I'll just do it again. I call it, I Had a Dream Last Night. The preface. I had another visit this evening from Chico the Wonder Dog. This was when I was in Red Bluff. He looked at me. As we all know, dogs have to look things at you because they can't talk. He looked at me that I needed to tell the story of the dream I had of him. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it. I had a dream last night. I dreamed Chico the Wonder Dog went to heaven to help God protect the dog section of heaven that has the 6-by-foot short dogs only lawn. I dreamed I awoke in the morning after a fitful night of trying to sleep and a strange feeling that something was amiss. I felt anxious and sad, and I couldn't figure out why at first. As usual, I watched for Chico the Wonder Dog to come to me and flop his ears back and forth, make a machine gun sounding noise. He does that to get me fully awake and alert. When he didn't come, I arose and began looking around the house for him. I checked the back door, thinking he may have figured out a way to open it so he could go out without bothering anyone to let him out. He's so thoughtful about things like that. I remembered how he had figured out how to scrub up his own mess when he couldn't hold it any longer and peed on the floor. I remember how he figured out how to get the spot cleaner from under the sink and hold it just right and spray the spot he had made, then use the brush he got from under the sink to scrub it. And he would drag a footstool over to the dirty clothes basket on the washing machine and get a dirty towel to blot out the spot. Then he would put everything back just as it was, so we wouldn't notice anything had happened. I think about all the good advice he looked at me. Dogs have to look at you because, as we all know, dogs can't talk. I thought about all the times he came over to me when I was sitting down, raised up on his back legs and put his hands on my legs so I could scratch his back and rub his ears. This is the only thing he ever put up with me for, besides trying to make me chase him with that nasty, slobbery little old dog he used to run around the house with. It seemed like he did this about the same time I began to brood over some worry or imagined slight from someone. It always made us both feel better. He was a very clever and thoughtful dog. I thought about he was always waiting in the door. I thought about how he was always waiting in the door whenever Donna or I, or both of us, came home from somewhere. Even if we'd been gone only a short time, he raced around the house with exuberance to show us how happy he was to see us. I remember how Chico the Wonder Dog cried and softly howled when Donna Lee left to go on a visit that would last a few days, like when she went to San Francisco to visit her sister. He seemed to know when she would be gone for more than a few hours. I remember how he used to look at me when I raised my voice at Donna during an argument. He always made sure I was watching him when he did that. He loved his adopted mother deeply, and he just kind of put up with me. I began to feel panic when Chico the Wonder Dog didn't come to meet me as I came out of my dream. And I felt my throat start to choke up. My heart felt heavy, and a dread came over me as a cloud began to mist my eyes. A deep sense of loss engulfed me, and I swayed dizzily as a realization chiseled its way into my consciousness. What? What? It wasn't a dream. It's true. Our little boy has gone to doggy heaven to help God protect the 6-by-10-foot patch of lawn that he planted there for Chico the Wonder Dog and all of his short friends. Chico the Wonder Dog's spirit has gone to heaven, but he left his heart and his love here with us. Just as I came fully awake, I thought I saw an image of Chico the Wonder Dog. He looked at me. Don't be sad. We'll be back together someday. and he loudly flopped his ears, and he smiled. Then Chico the Wonder Dog was gone. I woke up. Thank you very much. This is JC.